I'm lost in darkness, searching for light. Every step forward feels like a fight. Shadows of doubt creep in my mind, but I refuse to surrender. I must find a way to rise above the pain, to overcome, to break the chains. My existence is a test of will. I won't be broken, I'll stand still. The weight of the world crushes me down. Fear and uncertainty all around. But I deep find inner strength to face the trials length by length. A way to rise above the pain, to overcome, to break the chains. My existence is a test of will. I won't be broken, I'll stand still. Through every storm, I'll find my way. Through every night, a brighter day. I'll rise from ashes, like a phoenix born. My spirit unbroken, my heart reborn. I've walked through fire and emerged scarred, but wiser, stronger, and unmarred. My existence is a test of will, of trials overcome, of a soul made bold. The way of the world, above the pain, to overcome, to break the chains. My existence is a test of will. I won't be broken, I'll stand still. Oh, made bold. Through every storm, I'll find my way. Through every night, a brighter day. I'll rise from ashes like a phoenix born. My spirit unbroken, my spirit unborn. Day to day, nothing changes. All I want is a moment to think clearly, but thoughts come unrelenting, consuming every waking moment. My mind binds me and I can't escape. I shout for help when no one hears me. One day I fear I'll just disappear. Lost in this chaos, I'm searching for peace.
Hey, greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to the Dirt Sheet Radio NXT Post-Show Rewind. It is October the 7th, 2025. I'm Tyler, the Pro Wrestling Hipster, here with little Molly Holly, the long-haired Chihuahua. And who do I have with me here tonight in the studio?
Hello, guys. It's the man representing TNA, that corny reviewer, Matt. Happy to be here again. It's been so long. I miss doing this with you, so I'm happy to do this. The special episode for the NXT versus TNA. So yeah, how you doing?
Good, man. It has been a minute since we have been on together. And what better chance to do this than with the meldings of NXT and TNA? The Invasion Showdown. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm calling it Invasion. I don't care. Sorry, fans. It's Invasion.
Sorry, guys. Goodness gracious. They didn't heavy-handedly remind us of the name change this week like they did last week. Molly, you're already going over that way? Okay, fine. But guys, before we can get into all the goodness of tonight's program, because it was a lot of wrestling tonight for a Tuesday night. Bell time to bell time was a lot. I don't have an exact count, but it was a lot tonight, guys. Not a lot of filler, a couple promos here and there, but overall, a lot of in-ring action. But before we can get to all that, I got to give the shout-out to the us on the web. Molly, come back for the plugs. StartSheetRadio.com for all your pop culture, professional wrestling, entertainment needs. Check it out. Make it your homepage. Look at it multiple times a day, just like we do. Not because we're legally obligated, but because we love to do it. But yeah, it was a lot of action tonight. We had 4 matches announced going into tonight's program. Of course, the Tag Team Championship, the Hardys and DarkState winner take all. Ethan Page defending the North American Championship against Mustafa Ali, a match 2 years in the making. And of course, 2 Survivor Series. I was going to say Survivor Series style matches, but they flat out called them Survivor Series matches tonight, which I was unaware that you could have a Survivor Series match outside of the Survivor Series event.
Well, that's the only place they can have it now, apparently, because the main roster did away with it for some unknown reason.
So you gotta get them in somewhere, right? All right, okay, Molly's wandering off again, but yeah, this evening's program began as most weeks do, with wrestlers making their way into the building here, as we saw the TNA and NXT teams respectively making their way in. Yeah, and then we started off hot with the tag team match. The Hardy Boys. It's interesting. Here they are, TNA champions, back in WWE via NXT. What a crazy world we live in. But the Hardys got a wonderful reception from the audience. The Dudleys in the crowd here tonight as well. And DarkState coming out through the entrance ramp, not through the crowd this evening. Good to see him do that. But our first match was underway, tag team action. Matt, what did you think of this evening's opening match here tonight? Before we get to the finish and everything, how'd you perceive the match? How surprised were you at tonight's match, at the finish of tonight's match?
The outcome, I am not too surprised. I knew they were going to get a belt, but that's the way I'm looking at it. I'm like, there's no way Hardys are going to lose. There's no way they were going to lose unless the Dudleys got involved. And I thought they were going to get involved. But they've been hyped up this last time for the tag team titles. Like, all right, so it's either they win those belts and probably hold it for like a week or two, or DQ, which I don't think anyone wants.
Yeah, right.
So I was like, all right, so sorry, Ali, so I had to go with the Hardys because I had to think it was going to be one or the other. And this was the right call in a sense. Yeah. The match itself, that was rough. That was a...
There were a couple issues. That Doomsday device with Matt nearly had him subscribing to Heaven Plus. But yeah,
Rebby would not let him.
No.
She needs more kids.
Yeah. Well, they basically have a Survivor Series team themselves of children here. But Matt made the most of it. As he tumbled out of it, he started throwing punches off in the corner. So a consummate professional is Matt Hardy.
Yeah, that DarkState messed up their little taxi spot on Jeff in the beginning. I was like, oh no, like no, you're losing me. Hey
Tony.
How you doing?
It's Showdown, Tony. It's Showdown.
Showdown, yes.
Yeah, so there were some gears that slipped, we'll say, in some of the goings on of this match. But yeah, 10 minutes, 43 seconds. The Hardy Boys now adding another accolade to their long list, the NXT Tag Champions. Now, here's the thing. Do you think they're going to put both belts up at Bound for Glory?
I think it's going to be just the TNA.
Okay, because I'm telling you, I'm sure the Dudleys would also love to have that on their list of tag team championships.
I would like them to not win, first of all, so no.
Come on, you don't want them...
Anything that gives Bubba Ray another belt, I'm just going to say fuck no.
You don't want them racking up a Mercedes Moné-esque list?
No!
That's fair.
Nowhere! Out of here! Absolutely not. No. I expect the Hardys to hold them again. That's going to be a short-term thing.
We live in a crazy world, Mac. We live in a crazy world, man. Wrestling's a wild place now.
It is. It is a wild place.
It is. But yeah, so we'll see here. But yeah, so the Hardys win, crowd happy, they enjoyed it. You know, it's like you said, the right team won here. You know, short of going with some sort of DQ or a schmoz finish with like all of DarkState getting involved, this was the only real finish they could go with here. You know, you can't have DarkState beating the Hardys clean for a bunch of reasons. One, because they'd be the TNA tag, and no one wants to watch DarkState wrestle the Dudleys.
Well, what's that? The match was going to happen, title or no title.
Oh, that's true. It's just a happy coincidence.
Because they never announced it for the belts. Just they're champions still. So
by happenstance. But yeah,
and yes, Tony, there's no dead horror in my closet. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Don't.
Tony, Molly's right here. She's here. Don't worry.
Knock it down.
No. Guys, it is October. Everyone's entitled to a few scares, right?
She woke up. I don't like that.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It's okay. It's still restrained. It's my tools. Tools, guys. I said knock it.
Jesus Christ. Someone's gonna call the police during the stream tonight. Now,
it's okay. They won't find the body.
Fair enough. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween is spooky season.
Yeah, this turns into a found footage, film.
I love those. So
yeah, same. Oh goodness, what was that? It was one that they made during COVID. Host. It was Host. Like the whole thing took place on Zoom. This is basically they had a seance on Zoom. We're not doing that. I'm not going to go get my daughter's pink Ouija board. Well, there is one in there. I'm not getting it.
I'm doing it Thursday then. Fuck. No one knows what we do on Thursdays. It's all underground. So.
All right. So going back into the show, we're up next. We had the women's Survivor Series match coming up, and hey, we had TNA announcer Mackenzie Mitchell on the mic here, who inadvertently kind of gave away the finish partway through the match, but we'll get to that. But yeah, so first out we had Team TNA, the Inspiration, that being Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay, again kind of making their way back into WWE through the back door. Maria Sade and Kelani Jordynne. Again, I get that Kalani's the TNA Knockouts champion. Yeah. But I was still confused last week when Santina's like, "Oh, she's going to be the captain." Yeah,
I'm like, she's like trying to break into the old building she worked. Like, you work here. You don't need to charge it. You don't need to storm the gate. You work there.
You can walk right in. You have a key card and everything.
Exactly. Like,
oh god.
Like, who are you fooling? Get out.
Then out next was Team NXT. Was trying to think the word. We had Lola Vice, Jaida Parker, Ruca, and Jacy Jayne. So guys, we talked about a lot of bell to bell time here. This match in total went 23 minutes and 12 seconds. A lot of action. It was chaotic. It was wild. There were a couple sloppy things here and there, but overall, it was a lot of fun. A lot of good action. Just to kind of break down the eliminations here, I got my my list here. So, Jaida eliminated Mara at the 12 minutes and 37 second mark, which was a long time, to be honest, before that first elimination. Right. When we get to the men's later tonight, the men did not get nearly that far into the match before their first elimination. The second, Cassie Lee was taken out by Lola Vice at 13 minutes and 5 seconds. McKay was taken out by Lola at 19 minutes. Lola was taken out by Kelani Jordynne at 19:24. Lola, I wrote that down. I wrote down Lola taking out Kelani twice for some reason. This is what happens when,
Yeah, well, she took out the Inspiration. She took out
That's right. All right. So she had to get her, and then Kelani. Okay, then Kelani took out Lola. And then Jacy took out Kelani. There we go. At the 23:12 mark. So Team NXT ends up getting the win here tonight. I really didn't know how either of these matches were going to go for the Survivor Series matches here. But hey, NXT, getting a notch on the board with the Hardys getting one previously, winning the tag titles. I think their win was a little bit bigger, honestly. But the women were doing really great. They kind of broke down there at the end with a little distrust, mostly because of how they feel about Jacy. But solid match here, man. What'd you think of this one here tonight, man? With NXT getting the win here and just how it was presented.
Yeah, there was no way one brand was gonna win both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going back and forth, like, okay, maybe it's gonna be the TNA woman because of Kelani, or it's gonna be the. I agree. I don't know what happened with Ash. We still don't know nothing what happened with Ash by Elegance. Nothing about injury, the cursed pregnancy. We don't know anything, and I do hope she's okay. I was looking forward to that run, but I guess we have to choose this. No, it was chaotic. A little disappointed of how quick Inspiration got taken out at the same time, all around the same time.
Right.
But I was happy to hear the old TV theme. That was cool. No, and of course Jayne stealing the pin from Ruca. It made sense for her.
Mm-hmm.
And no, decent match. I'm glad Jordynne Grace didn't get involved. I thought she was going to when
she called it down the middle. She let him fight. It was solid. Both her and Joe Hendry did a good job in their refereeing roles tonight.
Yeah, but I was waiting for Jordynne to hit Jacy after the match, as she was gloated, all right, it's over. Bam, juggernaut slam. Hey, we're done here. Get out.
I gotta bring this picture back up because I didn't catch it earlier, but Kelani was hitting the pose there.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. I feel like Kalani's leaning a little more TNA here than.
Yeah, I don't know, because I know it was kind of negative when she became the first Women's North American Champion, and now she is the TNA Knockouts on technicality. I'm sure she's gonna drop it to Indy on Sunday.
Yeah.
But again, it's a give her something because Indy still needed a match, and there's really no one because who are you gonna do, Masha? No, no.
Yeah, nope. I think. She's a little persona non grata, as it would be right now.
Yeah, I stopped enjoying her before that anyway. So, because I did not like her run. Great match with Jordynne, but as soon as she became the champion, she was a babyface. She started doing promos in English. She dropped the Rush and everything. And I'm just this is not.
Just wasn't doing it for you anymore.
It was not, and the matches just declined. I thought she knockouts like Yang Ling or Tessa Blanchard. That should have been shoo-ins for really good matches, but they were just so sloppy. And so they need to restructure that knockouts division. Who they want as their top? It might be Indy. I don't think she's ready for that quite yet, but I do see her being the champion.
Right.
I would love Rosemary to get back in the picture, but I know that's not going to be a thing anymore. She's the gatekeeper, so
yeah.
If you want the belt, you got to go through me.
Right.
And everyone goes for her. It's shit. How did you do that?
I was a little bummed that she wasn't on Team TNA, honestly.
She would have been the first one out.
Well, still, she's
I know.
there.
But I get they want to give Mara Sade some shine.
Yeah.
But no, I like Mara Sade.
Yeah.
That lollipop in her entrance, goddamn.
All right.
I need it.
So, hopping through the backstage area in a sponsored segment from a insurance company that pays NXT to talk about them, but they don't pay us, so I'm not going to say which one it is, but it was a sponsored segment. That's all I'll say. But Matt Cardona was talking to Ava, and he was apologizing very profusely and very convincingly, might I add, for getting involved last week against the most hated man in all of NXT, Josh Briggs' match. And Ava didn't buy it. And as he was ranting here with Ava, In comes Briggs. Matt Cardona cartoonishly hides behind the door, and Briggs demands a match. And hey, we're going to get that next week. So yeah, Matt Cardona again, the back door into WWE. You know about the forbidden door. This is the back door into WWE. So yeah, next week we're going to have Matt Cardona, always ready, taking on again the most hated man in NXT, Josh Briggs.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised this wasn't a part of tonight's to make it like, 5. Like, okay, like 2 NXT, 2 TNA, the last one's a tiebreaker type of thing, but I guess they want them to be equal.
I mean, got time constraints though, man.
I know.
they were pushing it to that 10 o'clock time tonight.
Yeah, I was like, is there going to be an overrun? How that was going?
It'd be really nice if they would let them have an overrun, but
it's 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's just it goes into news. Like at least here, it's like the national news desk, and the news does not wait for anyone apparently. So
yeah, I mean that's true.
Yeah,
there's no Modern Family on the other channel for them to wait for.
Oh my gosh! Well, I'm trying to think. What was it after Nitro back in the day? Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. They really had to get to that quick. That was bringing in the ratings.
Yeah, that or the Xenia Hercules, whatever they do.
Hey, after Raw, it used to be La Femme Nikita. I remember that. Like, good times. That's what my ass should have been watching at 11 years old. That was good. All right, I keep derailing us here. But yeah,
that's fine. I derail every week. It's fine. But, we don't talk about Impact till we're a half hour in.
Then we're making great time here.
Exactly.
NXT Rewinds. All right, so we had our next match was our second title match of the night. Mustafa Ali of TNA, formerly of WWE, getting a shot against all ego Ethan Page and his very Canadian NXT North American Championship. This match, 2 years in the making. Mustafa Ali won that contendership 2 years ago. It was a long time, guys. 2 years of professional wrestling is like 15 in regular. Yeah. So, but yeah, Matt, you talked about this earlier, how you felt it was going to be one or the other with this or the Hardys. And going into tonight, I thought it was going to be this one. I thought Mustafa Ali was going to win this one.
I wish it was this one.
Hell, it could have been both. Why the hell not? They could have done it.
I was like, come on, get some belts back. You can drop it in a week or two.
Right, exactly. And they did play heavily on the whole concept of Ali's curse and that whole thing, but the match itself was absolutely dynamite. Lots of convincing near falls, a lot of just great physicality, and near the end of the match, they took Ali hit a suicide dive on Page over the announce table, and I don't know how they did this quickly, but when they came up, Mustafa had the microphone cable tied around his ankle somehow, and this was the result. I think my favorite part of that was the guy yelling, "Oh my god!"
That was rough. And when he hit the turnbuckle on one of the other spots, and he just fell flat. He does tremendous bumps.
But tremendous bumps aside, Ethan Page walking away the winner here tonight. And did I have the time here? 14 minutes, 15 seconds. So again, a lot of time on that. But yeah, I would have preferred Ali to win. But I gotta say, Ethan Page has been on a great run with this championship. I just don't know what more there is for him to do at this point.
I'd be down for him to drop it to Wagner. We'll get to him after this. But no, I love this match. This was such a good match.
Crowd was into it. I don't know what curse words the crowd was chanting.
I was like, I heard more blank noise than the crowd. I was like, what are you guys
It was
saying?
every 10 seconds or so. Like, there'd be a 5-second just silence. Like, I was starting to wonder if something was wrong with my feed.
I was like, I'm about to mute this, and it'll probably be the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know what they were chanting at Ego, but maybe they're singing like "asshole" along to his like theme song instead of "Ego." Asshole. I can see that.
Or Dicko, because they're gonna tell you, hey, suck some Dicko. There you go.
I gotta say, Ego's theme is one of the only Def Rebel ones that I can actually tolerate. I can get behind that one. It gets stuck in my head. I hum it a lot. Yeah, they're they don't do very good with their songs, but that's one of the
I hope that contract is up soon.
yeah. And I'll just say for the record, he's not here tonight, but CJ absolutely hates all Ego's entrance theme. Although he does love Ethan Page and his Canadian Championship, he hates the song.
No. He from what I've been seeing from Ethan Page, it's been a solid title run. I like his heel work. He didn't showcase it in the other company, but different. They want different things compared to this. He's more of a character. He's showing that character. Great heel stuff with being the Canadian part of North America, because it is North America. I am excited to see where he goes with it next. I wish Ali won, but fortunately didn't happen. I was surprised no Order 4 came out for Ali either, if he was going to win. But it wasn't like clean. It was even cheated. So I'm okay with that at least. But Ali's been on a great run. I can see if he does stick around in TNA for at least another year, I can see him being the world champion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But all right, popping backstage, Matt. You alluded to this. We had Sarah Schreiber interviewing Dr. Wagner Jr., inquiring with him about Ethan Page and his successful defense here tonight. Wagner began to cut a promo and in-bombed Lexis King, who said, "You're not fooling anyone, Tavion." This is So
I was like, "What are you trying to say, Lexus? What are you trying to say?" He's been on those Xbox live chats. I was like, "What are you trying to say, Lexus? Go ahead, say it."
Come on, Lexus, come on, say it, Lexus. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Like what'd you say on those chats years ago? Say it. Say it.
Television star. What you got?
Yeah.
This was just pretty much leading to a match for next week between Dr. Wagner Jr. and Lexis King, which I'm sure Lexis King, as is his typical role here at NXT, he will get the absolute snot kicked out of him, because that's what he does.
I love Wagner Jr. I'm glad he's on TV. He was one of my favorites in Pro Wrestling Noah, and Noah loved him. Like they gave him the national title, they gave him the heavyweight title, tag team, multiple times. His brother is in Noah right now, Galeno. He's also the national champion, the current one. Huge, very nice, great talent too. I hope the same success for Galeno, like Del Wagner Jr. For El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. Great talent. If he does eventually win that North American title, I would not be opposed to it. That's if they do it. So yeah. So the guys who have not seen them, you're in for a treat.
I mean, I could definitely see them going that way. They've been teasing this match for weeks and now. And again, they've been doing the bit where they had Tavion Heights dress up with him a couple weeks ago. So they've been doing this for a while. With their relationship with AAA, that would be a nice show of face there to put on him. So, all right. Now again, backstage once more before getting back into the PC. We had the women celebrating their win, and in bombs Blake Monroe to stir the pot between Zarya and Sol Ruca. And this set up next week we will be getting a match with Blake and Zarya. So let's see there. It's what how are you feeling with Blake in her NXT run so far?
Am I gonna get in trouble?
No, with who? With Blake? Watch.
That's true. I'm not feeling it, man. Like, it feels like a force trying to be like Timeless Tony or how she used to be, but it's just not clicking.
Yeah.
I get why she did leave, because she was not gonna go. That was her peak. She was not gonna go any higher than that.
And that's an early peak. That's a
That
very,
that,
very
that,
quick
that was
early
that
peak.
was a that was a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she flew too close to the sun, and she was not gonna get any bigger than that final X match. And now, like, it's gonna be a now what type of thing. I get fresh starts, but I'm not feeling her personality.
Yeah.
It just feels like either like the same or it's a copy of something someone
It
did better.
it kind of does feel like a VHS of a VHS at this point.
hmm
Like it does. Like I agree
At
that
this
it feels
point,
reheated.
at this point, it's gonna be straight to DVD if she keeps it up. But Disney straight to DVD sequels.
Betamax. It's
Exactly.
Betamax.
Exactly.
Going way back. But yeah, I agree with that. It has felt reheated. I had higher hopes than this. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people probably did, and that's not to say that they can't get the traction here and find a right lane for her. But I think that she needs to adapt and change her character at least a little bit
Yeah.
from what she was doing over at AEW. I mean, it's it's almost like she's treating it like the old territory days. It's like, well, I'm going to do this gimmick here.
And
It gets over,
oh
and
yeah,
then I'm going to go
like they
here's a
never
good thing.
saw it. Like they never seen it before. And it's like yeah, we have
Yeah,
actually
we did though. We
multiple
did.
times
It's true.
before
It's
before you were
2025.
born.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, that's my complaint with Blake. I will still give her a chance, but as of right now, like you're losing me. Like the only ones that crossed the line, essentially, that has done a good job NXT wise is Ethan Page.
yeah. Yeah, he's really knocked it out. I think he's actually found more facet to his character
Yeah,
since he's been in NXT, and not that he had a lot of spots to really fill in before being main roster ready, but he was able to develop a little bit more here. Like I said, there's not a whole lot left for him to do at NXT.
right.
Um, put put a couple folks over and then head north, kid. But again, not before they really have a spot for him. I don't want
Yeah,
him to get lost in the shuffle up there. But
yeah. Wait for a few people to go, and then you
no,
just move
yeah,
in.
yeah. I mean, considering who his buddy is, he'll be in good hands.
So I'm sure we'll get Ethan Page in this at some point.
Yeah, soon. All right. So, Al, it's main event time.
Right.
Men's Survivor Series match. It feels so weird saying that, knowing that it was not the Survivor Series tonight, but
Yeah.
here we are. We had Team NXT. Oh, sorry, Team TNA. Good grief. Team TNA. Leon Slater, Kaz, Moose, and Mike Santana. Taking on Team NXT, Javon, Myles Borne, Trick Williams, and Ricky Saints. Real quick, I wish I had the picture, but I saw an ad for a T-shirt for Halloween earlier this week, and it was Kaz. Kaz was modeling the shirt.
I saw a couple of different ones with this Kaz's face on them. I was like,
So I'm like, all right,
like
this is what
okay,
he's doing.
sure.
All right, hey, give that extra money, Kaz. You know what?
I'll do it.
I don't know how Frankie Kazarian got the modeling gig,
Yeah,
but he did.
I don't know what TNA pays him, so if he needs that extra cash, sure.
Hey, all right, but but yeah, we were underway at main event. This was they didn't actually. You know what? Did they get the same? They were like a minute shorter than the women's match here, but they've really
Yeah.
pushed it right to that 9:59 mark here tonight. But yeah, this was solid work. Like I said, the first elimination tonight happened substantially quicker than it did in the women's match. At the 2-minute and 21-second mark, Myles Borne taken out by Kaz. Um, I get Myles going down first here. He is, the
Yeah,
greenest of the
look. He wins in life. He's David Vicor. He wins
yeah.
in life. Lucky
And he's
fucker.
good. He's going to have a great career. I really
Yeah,
think so. Like once he can kind of outrun the Baby Orton stuff,
yeah,
but he leans into it a little bit. He'll do the pose, he'll do the power slam. But once he can outrun that, I think he'll have a really good career. 'Cause he's good. He's got a good foundation in the ring. He looks good in the ring.
no, yeah, no,
He's likable.
give him like what 6 more months in a single run. See how he does. See with
Yeah, I
different
mean,
people. Buy some vets. Get some seasoning in.
I think right now he's the best positioned out of the now kind of dissolved no quarter catch crew. I think he's in a better spot than Tavion Heights is right now.
Which
And
is crazy because that should have been Tavion, especially after he did his Noah tour. I thought he was gonna come back with all the
Yep.
shit he learned, the praise he got. I thought it was gonna be huge when he come back, and it was really upsetting that he didn't.
no, I don't know. I had hopes for him to beat Ethan Page for the North American Championship, but
Yeah.
man, they really hit the raw like Olympian USA thing pretty heavy when they were doing the bit with them and Chelsea and everything. And it just I think that took a little bit of steam out for him. I just don't think it just doesn't land quite the way it did in like 1989.
No, it does not.
But and it didn't help that, when they were really leading into that with Tyron May Steel teaming with him and everything, it was against Ethan and Chelsea Green. And Chelsea Green is not going to get booed by an NXT crowd. Ever.
Right.
So it didn't do him any favors there, but
right.
But all right, so popping through. Let's see. So yeah, the first elimination. Next we had Javon Evans getting taken out by Leon Slater, which was an interesting elimination as they will have a match for the X Division title, Bound for Glory, which is one of the matches at BFG that I am most looking forward to.
Yeah, I was expecting Javon to eliminate Leon, like with that roll up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, okay.
But it was at the 11-minute, 14-second mark. And then we had, I'm losing my pictures here, going through. So there was a bit of a breakdown here in the match, a little bit of the story. Trick Williams, that scoundrel, that just dastardly heel, ends up leaving poor Ricky Saints high and dry.
Yeah.
Just look at him. Why, Trick? Why?
Like, no. There's only one world champion, but I'm gonna leave, and you do it.
There he goes.
I was if NXT won this match. This is what I was thinking. Trick was gonna walk away.
Right.
Ricky took out Kazarian, Javon, Leon, and then Moose. Mike beats Ricky, and then as soon as the pin was over, Trick comes in, trick shot, 1, 2, 3, they steal it.
Right.
That's what I was thinking was gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And credit where credit's due on there. I feel like both of us kind of making the assumption that was going to be the way it was going to go. We were probably not the only folks that felt that way. So good on them for kind of subverting the expectation there to a couple jaded fans.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, so it kind of it was going that way, where we did have Ricky taking out Leon, Ricky taking out Kaz, but he couldn't make it past the combined forces of Moose and Mike Santana, even after Moose inadvertently speared the bejesus out of Mike Santana.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be out right then and there, like no.
Yep, thought that was going to take Moose out, but no, they kept going, and Team TNA winning the Showdown Survivor Series match here for the men. Mike Santana and Moose standing victorious over NXT champion Ricky Saints. So that brings it to 2-2, which I like. I like because this leaves the door open for them to do a Showdown Part 2. If you will.
It's like good. I'm glad we got that of a system. We can work together again, not just brand supremacy shit.
Right. And that's where Santino and Ava were happy here. They felt pleased, and they did announce there as TNA went off the air. Goodness gracious, as NXT, if you will, as it went off the air tonight. Ava announced that next week they were going to be having a battle royal to determine the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. And of course, TNA is welcome in that battle royal. So, which I'd rather them not do a battle royal to determine their number one contender. Ava goes to that particular spot a lot, but okay, that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, ended up being 22 minutes 48 seconds total time there. Solid main event. A lot of bell-to-bell action here tonight. But yeah, TNA getting the win there. So, Matt, man, how are you feeling with TNA NXT Showdown? I mean, do you think they did a good job making it feel like a slightly bigger than average Tuesday night?
A little bit. The opening match was the only weak thing. I think that's what kind of like paused it a little bit. But if I am not opposed to having more, I the men's TNA team was the right call. I was low key kind of expecting a sweep after Trick left. It's like okay, like everybody's gonna go down swinging, but no, I'm glad he took at least two people
Yeah.
before going down because people were like, "Oh, he's a geek." They made him a geek. I was like, "How?" It was a 4-on-1, and he
Right.
took out two of them. How is that a geek?
Well, look, I mean, he didn't have, he didn't have the dubious advantage that Dolph Ziggler did in having Sting to come down and,
That's true. That's true. And
I don't know who they could have used in that role. Anyway, I don't know who would have been the.
not Undertaker. I don't want him anywhere.
No. It just would have been Shawn. Shawn Michaels comes down, sweet chin music, just drapes Ricky face.
But no, I get people are still mad at Ricky for how he left. He's a traitor. I hate that. It's a stupid word. But no, he wasn't a geek. He fought. He got rid of two at least before going out. He got pinned by the biggest babyface that TNA has right now.
Yep.
He's Mike Santana. So, and Mike Santana needs that. He needs that momentum if he's going to get that belt back, which I really hope he does.
Oh my God, he has to at this point,
This is the best time to do it. You don't do another, oh, wait till Genesis, like Joe Hendry. Like, no. This is like your WrestleMania. Give it.
Yep.
Give it to Mike. Listen to those crowd. You can't delay stuff forever with everybody.
I mean, I think people were expecting it the last time. He was in position to win that. Like,
I kind of figured Trick was going to retain at the Slammiversary.
Yeah.
But I was like, it has to be Bound for Glory now. Like, it had to be that, and especially on a one-on-one.
Yeah.
So I hope they do that. That is the right move. But you got Delirious and Tommy Dreamer as a booker, and I do not trust that with anything.
Yeah, that's a fair concern to have there. I mean, I always like to say this of Delirious. I once watched that man eat a half-eaten slice of pizza off of the floor of a bar. So,
well,
he was wrestling Jay Lethal at the time. So,
God.
as the Black Machismo.
Okay. Well, if he fucks it up, I'm just going to say, hey, I just want to talk to you in person. I just want to talk to you.
I just want to talk to him.
I just want to talk. I just want to talk.
I just want to talk, Meg.
I'm going to shoot him. I just want to talk.
Just want to talk to him. Click, click. Just want to talk to him.
Yeah, exactly. We got to talk. Hey, Dreamer 2. I'm going to finish your story. What you want to do. I'm going to finish it for you.
Don't do to Dreamer what Dreamer talked about doing to Heyman. That's
no. I'm only doing the first half. I'm not doing it to myself. I'm doing the first half.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no. That's
Jesus Christ. This show got dark tonight. God damn. Happy Halloween, everyone.
It's a spooky. It's a comedy video, folks.
It's spooky, guys. It's like the WUNF Halloween special.
There you go.
Anyway. Guys, I think that's time to take us into tonight's Jobber of the Night. Where's my little sad sound? There it is. All right. Matt, my corny reviewer, sir, who do you have as your Jobber of the Night for this October 7th, 2025?
I was like, who was really a jobber? It boils down to it. If you want someone that got taken out quick, it would be Myles.
Go with Myles? Poor Myles.
Yeah.
Poor Myles, there he is.
It's fine, no, because I ain't gonna disrespect Lola Vice, because I like watching her. And the inspiration, I mean, they did job a little bit, but I can't call them jobbers. They're my champions. They're my knockout champions. So Myles, just take the bullet today. You'll be fine.
Fair enough. I'm going with DarkState. For a couple reasons. One, they literally lost. They're no longer champions. And also, man, that flurry of missed offense on Jeff Hardy early on, and then the Doomsday device that again nearly broke Matt Hardy. So yeah, I gotta give it to the Dark State as my jobbers of the night tonight. Sorry, guys. But hey, at least Cutler James didn't say anything vaguely embarrassing. So there's that.
If he did, I would have given them jobbers of the night.
See, actually, I feel like they pulled away from that gimmick. Unfortunately, I get why they stopped it because you want him to come across as actually intimidating and a threat. And when you've got Cutler talking about how they're going to get on top and just keep pounding and pounding and pounding until they finish, I get why.
That's I mean that's fair if you say it the right way, but.
It was fun. At first too. I think it was. I don't think it was even on purpose when they first did it. I think it's just how Cutler James is. He is such the odd man in that group.
Right.
Especially given his prior gimmick of being like, I'm your good neighbor, Cutler James, and I still think his name should be James Cutler. Anyway, I digress. Megastar of the night. Of the night, sir. How you picking this evening?
Oh, to be fair, there's only two you can go with. One would be the Hardys, but I give it to Ali.
Ali?
They wanted him. They wanted him that night. They wanted him to win that belt. Everybody, yeah, he's a heel, but they wanted him to finish that story.
Mm-hmm. Well, the land of NXT, especially the Performance Center, it's a little. They're going to cheer. They want to cheer, and like you said, they wanted that story. They wanted that neat finish, that nice bow on there. He was over his elbow. I thought he was going to do it, man. I really did.
Yeah, I trust me. I thought so too.
And that bump was just.
Yeah, no, I love his bumps.
He can sell his ass off, but it was a great showing. This, I agree with that. Solid choice on Ali there. Oh, goodness. I had a couple folks that I had it narrowed down to for different reasons, but you know what? You touched on them, and I'm going to give it to them because I don't know how many more times I'll be able to say something like this. I'm giving it to the Hardys tonight. They were over. The match had its missed points, we'll say, but the crowd was into it. They were happy.
And they love the Hardys, so
they love the Hardys. And the Hardys, they're on their outswing, guys. I know a lot of folks, look, here we go. It's nice to see two up and coming talents get put over in the Performance Center tonight. I read your comments, guys.
Yeah, trust me, we read them, man.
And I know you're all a bunch of salty, jaded folks. Let them have a good time on their way out. Most of the generational wrestlers we had are on their way out. It's not just Cena stopping guys, which don't get me started on how badly they've bungled his entire retirement run. Yeah. But a lot of folks are on their way out over the next couple of years, and the Hardys probably should have done this a couple of years ago. But I'm not going to complain, get to see him a little bit longer. But man, I don't know how much longer they could even go if they wanted to.
But I'm just saying, in the 5 years, you're going to lose Roman. You're probably going to lose the Usos. You're going to lose Punk. You're going to lose AJ, Cena. You're going to lose the Hardys. Look on the other side. You're going to lose Kenny. You might lose Okada. You're going to lose the Bucks. People cannot do this forever.
Yep. Well, and especially, too, there's the generation of wrestlers that are, I'm 40, that are around my age and a hair younger. Yeah. They have this interesting dichotomy where some of them, I think, will wrestle for another decade or longer just because of them watching the environment and deciding to not do certain things.
Yeah.
As the past wrestlers did in the late 90s, And then you've also got folks that really ran their entire career in the highest gear possible. They put a lot of bumps on their bump card, and they're going to be out by the time they're 45. So it's an interesting mix. And as long as no one dies young, that's fine. That's all I need anymore. If you want to retire at 45, 40, fine, do it. be able to pick your grandkids up. I understand that. But just stay alive. Die of old age, okay?
Don't be in a wheelchair for it. Don't please the Meltzer. You don't need to be a broken neck for a 4-star match. You don't need to do it. It's not worth it. He doesn't pay. He doesn't sign your checks. Just know that.
No. Don't please the Meltzer. I want that on a T-shirt. That is.
Yeah, there we go. I will sell that T-shirt. Do not please the Meltzer. Make it a 1-star thing.
It can say -5 stars. That's
Exactly.
Goodness gracious. But yeah, guys, that's the NXT TNA. I almost said Super Show. Showdown Invasion. It was Invasion, but they couldn't call it Invasion. But solid show tonight. A lot of fun. Matt, I do want to, before we get rolling off the here doing the closing procedures, I want to thank you again for appearing this evening. Appreciate the hell out of it, man.
No problem. I gotta get you on. You should join one of our watch-alongs on a Friday.
I will try to. I know sometimes it gets a little dicey for my streaming schedule with the kids running around.
I understand. Like I said, we do the watch-alongs on whenever they do a Friday PLE. If you're ever open, just let us know. Or if you don't if you don't join on the video spot, you can always leave a comment. We talk to everybody, folks.
Oh yeah.
The good and the bad. We will talk to you, and maybe I'll make fun of you. I don't know.
Maybe it's the hair. But guys, if you had a good time tonight, and I hope you did, I got good news for you. Dirt Sheet Radio isn't just here covering NXT. We are live multiple times throughout the week. We are obviously here for Tuesday nights in NXT. Don't yawn, Molly. That's rude. I'm doing plugs. Wednesdays, you can check out the Dirt Sheet Radio flagship program, which also includes the AEW Rewind. And also, too, if you haven't checked it out yet, Dirt Sheet Radio and 3NT, they interviewed CEO Tony Khan, and the biggest interview Dirt Sheet Radio has had, I think, without question. So check that out if you haven't already. That is on DirtSheetRadio.com. It's on YouTube. It's all over. So check that out. And then, hey, Thursday nights, Matt, they can find you, right?
Yeah, they can find me there. We're also doing Sunday for Bound for Glory. Check us out then. If you want to check out my other stuff, I've been doing a lot. I've been very busy. I've been doing 31 days of Halloween. That was a Halloween show last week where I gave away horror movie recommendations throughout the month for you to have a fun Halloween. If you're a horror fan, check that out. I had Otaku Cafe. Yesterday we had the Summer Awards for our season finale. We start fall next week, so check that out at Otaku Cafe. Check out me on Twitter, DavidPhoenix12, or Instagram, House Husband Cosplay. And yeah, I said, just join me on Thursdays with me and the IWC War Chief of whatever name he wants to give at the end of it, whether it's IWC War Chief Korea or Go or whatever it is. He gives a different name. We talk about usual bullshit, wrestling, anything outside wrestling, and we talk about TNA as well on top of that. So check out all of those.
Hell yeah. And I am Tyler, the Pro Wrestling Hipster. Follow me on Facebook, the Pro Wrestling Hipster, after you follow Dirt Sheet Radio on all social media platforms. And guys, thank you for tuning in live or in demand, if that's how you get down. We appreciate the views, the comments, the likes, everything. Keep it coming, guys. Thank you again. Matt, thanks again, man. Appreciate you being here with us. And guys, for Dirt Sheet Radio and myself, the Pro Wrestling Hipster, and little Molly Holly, have a great night, guys. We'll see you again soon.